Good evening from a packed Rockchurst High School. A rivalry game on deck tonight between two teams that are scalding hot. Rockchurst has won 5 in a row rolling into tonight. St. Thomas Aquinas has won 6 in a row coming into tonight. Something's got to give against two of the better teams in the area. I am Tim Spurl. He is the Hall of Famer Michael Watson. Michael, not only is this a rivalry, but two teams that are playing really well into early February.
Well, if you're the coach of either team, this is where you want to kind of show what your team has and where they are at this part of the season in February. Heading down the state, you want to be able to have this type of competition this late in the season.
Aquinas, one of the best teams in Kansas, 5A, is led by a extremely talented big in Will Good.
Yeah, Will Good has the right last name because this kid is good. Only a junior. You see already offers from UNI, Akron, Valpo, South Dakota State. That will increase as he gets better. 14 points a game, 8 rebounds. He is the engine for the St. Thomas Aquinas team.
Meanwhile, Rockchurst, 5 wins in a row, and a big part is due to this guy, Brady Maher.
Yeah, Brady Maher. He's a baller. You know, he's one of those guys who just can do it in and out, can score from 3 different levels, averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds a game. But you see, 15 points a game his last 4 games. He'll be called on with Shrag out for them.
A rivalry game in which Aquinas snapped a 5-game losing streak to Rockchurst last year. They're looking to build on it, but Rockchurst trying to stay hot. The game of the week coming up on the other side of this on Spectrum News. Here we go from Rockchurst High School, a rivalry game on deck for you tonight. Rockchurst and St. Thomas Aquinas. Two teams playing really well into the month of February. Rockchurst 13-6 overall. St. Thomas Aquinas 10-3 going into this one. And two teams with their arrows pointed in the right direction, Michael. And this is a big game, obviously, not only the rivalry aspect, but both these teams seems like they're playing their best basketball, and they would love to stay hot.
Yeah, you definitely want to get hot and stay hot right now, heading into playoff action or sub-state action, understanding your opponent, understanding how well you play, and then dealing with different lineups as well. We have players go down, who'll step up, and we know St. Thomas Aquinas, they like to get up and down the floor. Rockchurst a little bit more steady in the half court, but they can also get jiggy with it. So you gotta love the student section here at Rockchurst. This is one of the best in the city.
Jacob Cooper-Smith, talked to him this week. He said he knows it's going to be loud, and it is going to be one of the most intense environments they will play in all season. But he's not worried about it. Billy Thomas on the other side, the former KU Jayhawk great in his 3rd season with the Hawklets, and he feels the same way. He knows this place is going to be loud. It's going to be rocking. They're going to try to keep the emotions in check tonight. Rockchurst in the all-whites going left to right. Aquinas in the all-navies, right to left. And here we go from Rockchurst High School. Brady Maher, talked about him in the pregame. They work into the post. Sullivan kicks to an open 3. And the first rebound of the night by Will Good.
Yeah, Will Good, such a low. See how strong he is down low. He's a well put together 6'10".
Cooper Welsh, a phenomenal distributor of the basketball, gets bumped up top. Cooper Welsh only averages 6 points a game, but nearly 5 assists per contest. He's already got a couple of offers on his ledger. Southwestern has come calling, as has Bethany. He helps spearhead an offense that's averaging 14 assists per game. Good, spinning and fading away.
Ooh, that's a problem right there. 6'10" with the dirt fade on him? Come on, man. Yikes.
5 Division I offers and counting for the 6'10" junior.
So strong, athletic, can move his feet on the perimeter.
Cohen Robinson trying to use a screen. Sullivan will try an open 3.
Buckets! Sullivan, that's what he wants to do. He's playing that 5 down low. So he's gonna put Good in that pick and pop situation. That time makes him pay for 3.
Rockchurst loves to shoot the three ball. Jake Cooper-Smith is aware of that. Welsh using that high screen and attacking off the backboard. That won't fall. And sticking around, he causes a problem. Wyatt Lewis. Whoa. We'll go to the line.
You talking about an athlete, number 11 for St. Thomas Aquinas. Wyatt Lewis is just that, but great job getting behind it, get this steal, pops it right out to Wyatt. I know he wanted to try to get that one up off the glass. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Dual sport athlete can jump out of the gym.
Man.
He has got some Division II interest on his tail.
He's just one of those players that can do anything on the floor. He's one of those guys you love to coach. And he's going to play hard and leave it all on the floor. Misses that free throw, but good player for sure.
An empty trip from the line, and Maher will attack and get swatted.
Oh, my goodness.
Wyatt Lewis got all of it.
That's an angry block. He was upset for missing the. Uh-oh, right back.
Robinson erased Welsh's shot.
All right, man. You can tell these two teams competing. There's a steal by Wyatt.
A lot of action defensively early on. Wyatt Lewis attacking and getting stripped again. Another turnover.
Officials letting these guys play. A lot of body contact. Got to be strong with the ball. Coach Billy Thomas for Rockchurst telling them to set it back up in half.
Rockchurst would love to sit in the half court tonight. Aquinas plays fast, and the Hawklets want to slow their tempo down. Robinson, a contested three, but an offensive rebound. And again, you see Billy Thomas shout out instructions from the sideline. Rockchurst taking it easy again in the half court. And for the first time tonight, we check in with Dion Clisso.
Well, guys, you got to be strong with the dribble. The active hands are all over the place. Anything that's down low, guys are taking a swat at. It's going to be one of those nights when you got the ball.
We've seen several turnovers already. And here comes Luke Johnson. Getting it stripped and taken away right on cue. Freeman trying to settle it down now for Aquinas. A hectic start to this one. Freeman lost it. Another turnover.
Yeah, just careless with the basketball. Got caught in between whether to drive or pass, ended up turning it over.
Maher averaging 12 a game, but he's averaging 15 over his last 4. Gets it back up top. Almost halfway through this opening quarter. Maher, of course he lost it. 2-on-1, Freeman leading the break, and Freeman got it poked free with a foul call. A sloppy, so I don't know if you want to call it sloppy or really good defense, but we are trading turnovers in the early going.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both, a little bit of carelessness. But then on the other side, you got guys who are really competing, being physical. Officials allow them to play.
Aquinas has started 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Cooper Scott, Max Moylan on for Rockchurst. And Freeman, a split trip from the free throw line, ties us. Just about 4 minutes gone in this opening quarter. That one short, offensive board. Sullivan.
Yeah, both teams cold from the offensive end. Right now we saw Aquinas come out early going inside to good. And look at him guard on the perimeter. I mean, come on. 6'10", able to move your feet like that. That's phenomenal.
Welsh leading the charge the other way. Welsh got ball, no call. Back come the Hawklets. A drive into traffic, and Luke Johnson draws the foul. We haven't discussed it yet, but a noticeable absence for Rockhurst tonight. Andrew Sprague, not in action, had knee surgery recently, unable to suit up tonight. Hasn't been able to go for the last few games either. And it's forced Rockhurst to obviously go smaller without Sprague. Moylan, a runner in the lane, left it short. And now London. Burton can't handle the rebounds.
Yeah, just got to slow down. The excitement through the roof with both teams right now. And we've seen that evident here in the first quarter.
George Efforts on for Rockhurst, who has a really deep bench. They roll in 11 or 12 deep consistently. Aquinas, meanwhile, a much shorter bench for Jacob Coopersmith. Scott contested in the lane. Open three.
Buckets! And he's looking to shoot and make Good come out and guard him on the perimeter. His second three so far in the game.
The sophomore's averaging 10 a game. Burton. Smith will try the lane. And Aquinas gonna have to reset. Good. Through a double team.
My goodness. I thought he was gonna pass that out. End up shooting it. Nice soft touch.
And Scott is fouled by Colin Smith trying to get into the passing lane. And that brings Joe Loafman into the game for the first time tonight. Rockhurst, 5 wins in a row. They have won 8 of their last 10 coming into the night.
This is where I think Rockhurst is really at their best in the half court. Their ability. Uh-oh, it's a turnover. Spoke too soon. Here's St. Thomas Aquinas.
Smith.
Oh! Oh, my goodness!
Hammers the follow.
Oh, wow. The big fella is an athlete. My goodness.
Good has 6 in the opening quarter. Lamley, long 2.
Man, nice answer right there. The pull-up contested jump shot gets it to go.
It's a pretty stroke. Contested 2. Lewis. Open 3 for Burton. Offensive board, Good. Will Good has 8 in the opening quarter.
And he is doing it all. Offensive rebound to the bucket. Love his soft touch, but more impressed with how he's playing on the defensive end so far.
And Aquinas back on the high side. Lewis is going to get hit with the personal.
Take a look right here, the miss, but watch Good follow this up. Oh my goodness. Dunks on his old teammate. I think both of them were going to dunk that one right there. My man Wyatt was coming trying to get his, and the big fella came through like the storm cloud.
That's some friendly fire putting your teammate on
But they were both at the rim. Oh, to be young again.
Trouble getting it in, and a 5-second call. Aquinas is being relentless defensively in this opening quarter.
I mean, that's what they do. That is their calling card. They lock down defensively, make you turn it over, and they want to get out in the transition.
Welsh across the timeline. Good off the floor on this possession. Rebound is going to come out and stay with Aquinas. Mentioned that Aquinas has got a really short bench. They've had a handful of games this year where they've only brought in 2 guys off that bench. So the foul situation, definitely something to keep an eye on. Already 4 personals against Aquinas in this first quarter. A lot of contacts as Joe Loafman will earn a trip to the line.
Good and out of bounds play right here, cutting right to the basket. You got to keep a body on your man. St. Thomas Aquinas does a great job of cutting out the basketball.
Loafman, the first guy off Jake Coopersmith's bench, averaging 5 points, 4 boards a game. Another one of those dual sport guys. Aquinas has got several dual sport guys on this roster.
Well, we're at Rockchurst. This is a steal. St. Thomas Aquinas. Oh, and they turn it right back over. Rockchurst fortunate they didn't get scored on that opportunity. We're at Rockchurst High School, man. This is the home of Tony Temple, the Mizzou football great.
A lot of big names.
A whole lot of
through here. Another steal. Welsh is going to try one-on-one. A lot of contact, no call. Welsh got his own miss, and then he got fouls. And he kind of shrugged. He was like, you're going to call that one, but not the other one, because he got mugged.
But I love it because those guys are just continuing to play. They're not pouting. They're not holding their head down or anything. They're just playing tough.
Welsh, I mentioned a couple of offers for the point guard. 5 assists per game. He's got an assist-to-turnover ratio of 4-to-1. That's off the charts.
That is. You want that person running your squad, the ability to take care of the basketball. You knock down the second free throw.
Might be the last possession of quarter one in a defensive-minded opening quarter. This one batted out by Freeman with 11.6. Got inbound right in front of that Aquinas student section.
Man, you can't hear yourself think down there.
It's loud over there. It's only quarter one. They're only going to get louder.
8 seconds remaining.
Lamley got bumped from both sides, and he goes to the line with 4.9. This has been a physical first 8 minutes. We've combined for 10 fouls already. And every personal has been earned.
Absolutely.
And Will Good will come on for the last 4.9. 8 first quarter points for Good.
They're barking at him now.
Lamley hits both. Got to go quick if you're Aquinas.
He can get a shot off.
Freeman across midcourt. Sails it over the backboard. A physical first quarter from Rockchurst. And Aquinas a 3-point lead going in to the quarter break. And how about an intense start in a rivalry game? This one, it's starting fun.
Both teams very physical from the outset. Calls for a little sloppy basketball, but we saw the 2 premier players for either team for St. Thomas Aquinas. And Good doing his thing on both ends of the floor, making a huge impact.
And the absence of Andrew Sprague has been noticeable after one quarter.
Absolutely. He brings so much to the table, just holding down the fort on the inside, helping them on the rebounds as well. And so you got to make sure the guards are rebounding from the top of the key and not just leaving it to the forward and center down low.
Hey, thank you for spending your Friday night with us. It is the Hy-Vee and Pepsi High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News. And it's a good one. A 3-point lead for Aquinas after one in an absolutely packed gym. Aquinas will have it first in quarter 2. Turnovers were really the name of the game in that opening quarter for both teams. Burton almost lost his footing.
Good one-on-one defense from Rockchurst right now.
That was probably the message in the quarter break. Good finish by London Burton.
That was a nice cut by London Burton and a good pass for Freeman. And St. Thomas Aquinas, they're revving up the pressure a little bit in the 2-2-1. They go back to a man defense, just doing a different look at Rockchurst.
Going Robinson. Johnson got his pass tipped back to him. And Rockchurst has to restart. Back door for Robinson. Good follow by Johnson.
And Wyatt bothered that first shot, but Johnson right there for the follow-up.
Brady Maher still on the bench for Rockchurst. Good, great spin. He couldn't finish.
Man, he has great footwork down there as well.
Robinson getting trailed, doesn't matter.
And Robinson getting out into transition for Rockchurst with the bucket. Rockchurst trying to give STA a little bit of taste of their own medicine.
Lewis, tough fade away. And Rockchurst with a 4-0 start to this quarter, looking to build on it. A turnover.
Uh-oh.
Wyatt Lewis, he's a highlight. And he misses the layup.
That was Robinson getting back into the play. Wyatt Lewis slowed down to get his dunk steps and just lost the ball in flight.
Lamley almost lost it. And this one saved right in front of Cooper Smith. Extra pass, Moylan.
Buckets! And that's what he does. Nice ball movement. Rockchurst out to a 7-0 run in this second quarter. Aquinas needs a timeout.
Rockchurst has hit him with a counter to start this second quarter, and it's starting on the defensive end.
It definitely is. Doing a great job making St. Thomas Aquinas shoot one shot, no extra rebound, and then they're pushing the basketball themselves in transition, leading to a couple of easy buckets.
For Aquinas, you would imagine probably mentioning Will Good in that huddle.
You got to get the ball to your big. He's the best player on the floor, head and shoulders above the rest. So you have to make a concerted effort to know where he is at all times and let the offense run through him if possible. He's a willing passer, but no one can stay in front of him down low for Rockchurst.
Dion Clisso, what do you think?
Well, if you think it's a frenetic pace, one of the officials just came up to me and he said, I'm keep getting older and they keep getting younger, and that's not a good combination. They're getting their money's worth out of them tonight.
I don't know if that's encouraging to hear. Grab him a Gatorade at halftime. 5:41 to go in this second quarter. And Rockchurst, a 7-2 advantage over Aquinas in this second quarter. Lewis passes out of a double and it's taken away.
Yeah, you got to have a stronger pass than that. And Good has to do a better job of coming to meet the pass.
Robinson out near the logo. And again, Rockchurst slows down in the half court. Another one from Moylan. Can't connect, but an offensive board. Sullivan cleans the glass. Scott tries a three. An empty trip for Rockchurst.
They're settling for the outside shot. I'd like to see them try to get downhill a little bit more towards the basket.
Brady Maher ready to check back into the game. Again, he's been their best scorer since Andrew Sprague went out. But he had a quiet opening quarter. Burton has the only points of this quarter for Aquinas. Looking for two more. Left it short. Robinson has to pick up his dribble.
I like the patience offensively for Rockhurst. They don't seem rushed.
Now, definitely a change of pace from that opening quarter where they seemed sped up. They dump into Sullivan with good on him. Sullivan going to work. Robinson a three. And Rockhurst has missed their last three from beyond the arc.
They cooled off a little bit. Can Aquinas answer on the offensive end? They haven't been able to get the ball inside. Let's see if they do right now.
Good. Has missed the first two shots of his quarter.
Yeah, you can say a little bit winded shooting that jump shot instead of attacking the rim on the post. Oh, man, that's an offensive foul right there.
Scott around and off after gaining separation. Welsh threw it right to Moylan. Another turnover for Aquinas.
Yeah, both teams just look winded right now. They look tired after the frantic pace to start out the game.
Seemed like a lot of emotions in that opening quarter.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely a good timeout by Coach Thomas. Calls a full one. Those guys can catch their breath.
Billy Thomas, a full timeout, but his team's still on the high side thanks to a hot start to this second quarter.
Yeah, they came out really playing well, crashing the boards, and then pushing in transition, something I don't think Aquinas was totally prepared for. And you gotta love their ability to move the basketball and knock it down from three. And Coach Thomas taking a timeout just to allow his guys to get some rest, as both teams have been up and down so far in the first half.
And it's interesting you mentioned that, because I talked to Coach Cooper Smith earlier this week, and I asked him specifically about the tempo game, because it's been evident Rockhurst wants to slow down the half court, and he said he wanted to get out and run. He wanted to take the track meet to them, but so far in this second quarter, Rockhurst has been able to turn the tide by doing the exact opposite. They've been able to get out and run, and that's kind of put Aquinas on their heels.
It definitely has. So a little turn of tides a little bit. And St. Thomas Aquinas, they're a tough team. They're a tough-nosed team. They take on the personality of their coach and their coaching staff. And so you know those guys understand what to do. And I think this timeout, you'll see a good 3 minutes of basketball from both teams.
Brady Maher back on the floor for Rockhurst.
See the University of Omaha, Nebraska here scouting. See the legend, 1998 the Renner Award winner. Oh, man.
Sullivan,
the sophomore, with the nice jump shot, but 1998 the Renner Award winner along with Jerron Rush. Vic Williams out of Wyandotte High School, Oklahoma State, on the front row. So we got some who's who of basketball here. Burton from the corner. A little short.
And Moylan will clear again. Sullivan looking to stay hot. Off the mark on that three.
That's a good challenge by Good, getting back out to hit a shooter. Well, that would have been all money.
Good. Can he get Aquinas going? He is blocked from behind by Sullivan. Maher running. Maher spinning. Maher.
Oh, man.
Getting that swatted away.
Hey, if you gonna go all out. The spin and grin right here by Moyer. Nice block. And then off to the razor. Here's Moyer coming through with the nice spin move, and Burton right here not having it. Blocks it with his elbow. But my man Moyer went for it, though. I'm not mad at you.
Efforts back into the hands of Brady Maher, who has started this game slowly. But his team's still on the high side.
And they're just playing inspired basketball. You can tell they're not afraid of the challenge against St. Thomas Aquinas. Kind of weathered the storm a little bit early.
Off the mark is Sullivan. Points hard to come by in this first half. Burton in a crowd. His runner around and off. The tip won't go either. Right there, just short-armed it. Aquinas has scored 2 points in this second quarter. A deep three from Brady Maher on offensive board Moylan. That's the other part of this. Rockchurst has rebounded really well in this second quarter. A parking lot three from Efforts.
Oh my goodness. You know your coach is Billy Thomas when you can shoot it from way out there. Give him the go-go green light. He's able to knock it down. His lead is out to 7.
Biggest lead either team has had. Now they dump into Good in the post. His reverse won't fall. Sullivan another rebound, and he is fouled.
Sullivan is playing so tough down low. Take a look at the last 3. I mean, oh, he's NBA right there.
Oh, man.
Like it's nothing. Knocks it down. And the Rockchurst faithful loving that. 50 seconds remaining in his first half.
This has been a dominant second quarter for the Hawklets. Inside 45 to go in quarter 2. Efforts lost it. Burton up and running. Got stripped, but a foul call on Maher.
And Maher, I thought he got all ball on this one. Take a look right here. Does he get? Ooh, definitely got the ball first. And that's a tough call. That is a tough call.
Most importantly, that's his second.
And look at Maher. Absolutely not, coach. Absolutely not.
They get it into Burton, and he gets it poked away, and they're going to say it was last touched by Aquinas. Another empty trip for the Saints.
Yeah, just not taking care of the basketball. That's easy. Their 5th or 6th turnover of this quarter.
Inside 25 seconds, Johnson doesn't care. He'll attack. Reverse. Kayla Eskew.
Has a nice job cutting from the corner from Eskew, and an even better pass, and Rockchurst out to a biggest lead of the game at 9.
Aquinas needs a shot in the arm before halftime. Freeman.
Oh, there you go. You called it.
A big 3 in Scott. Comes up empty on the 3-quarter court heave. A big 3 by Isaiah Freeman at the end of that quarter. But what a job by Rockchurst in quarter 2. Dion Clisso standing by with Billy Thomas.
Well, Coach, you got to feel pretty good about the way you guys played that second quarter. I thought the rebounding was a big key in what you did, especially being able to keep them to one shot every time.
Absolutely. That's the game plan. You know, make sure we can protect our paint, force them to jump shots, but we got to get the rebound. We got the biggest guy in our city, right? One of the best players in our city, so we have to make sure that we team rebound.
Well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Billy Thomas, still work to do, but his team looked really good in that second quarter. It helped him take a 6-point lead into the locker room after one half. And a 6-point leader for the Hawklets halfway home on what's been a fun start to this rivalry game between Aquinas and Rockchurst. Hawklets, a 6-point lead at the break on Spectrum News. Back to Rockchurst, a 6-point advantage for the Hawklets after one half. I am Tim Spurl. He is Michael Watson. A big second quarter for Rockchurst, Michael. Jumped them out to a 6-point halftime lead, and we'll jump right into it for St. Thomas Aquinas. A big first quarter, and at times they looked really good, especially on the defensive side of the basketball, but they've got to get something figured out in the second half.
Yeah, they definitely do, and they got to take care of the basketball first and foremost and not allow second chance opportunities for Rockchurst. Rockchurst has just kind of out-scrapped them in that first quarter, that first half, as particularly in the second quarter. Let's see if they can come back out with a little bit more fire, a little bit more continuity on the offensive end.
The catalyst in that opening quarter was the big man we talked about in the pregame, Will Good, 8 first quarter points.
Yeah, he came out on fire, looked like he got a little bit tired in that second quarter as they kind of keyed in on him, but he was a force down low to be reckoned with, and they kind of went away from him in that second quarter. But I love this putback dunk right here. Kind of took it away from Wyatt Lewis that time, And on the other side, Rockhurst really got it going in that second quarter. Nice pick and pop on this play for three, and the sophomore really making them pay from long range. You gotta love the way they moved the basketball and just how tough they were in that second quarter.
Yeah, Kevin Sullivan helped take away Aquinas' early momentum, and we kept talking about it, a defensive-minded first half, and the stats reflected.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. You see St. Thomas Aquinas shooting only 24% from the field, and check that out. You pointed out the turnovers for Rockhurst, 11 for them, but they're doing a great job from the three-point line, and then points in transition, not on the screen, but they're really doing a good job of pushing the tempo, making St. Thomas have to get back in the defensive transition. Let's see how both teams come out in this third quarter.
Dion Clisso, what are you looking for in the second half?
Well, I talked to Coach Coopersmith, and he said, offensively in that second quarter, the ball was kind of one shot and go. It was sticking, not moving side to side, letting their cutters get to the ball. And then also, Rockhurst did a great job of just crashing the boards on them. And when they got those one shots, they weren't getting them there. They just got to do a better job of that, and also offensively do a little bit better handling the ball.
Well, you're not kidding. 18 combined turnovers in the first 16 minutes. That's, by my math, more than a turnover a minute.
I was never good at math.
Me neither, right?
I'm going to believe you on that one.
Hence my calculator. Brady Maher gets fouled. Brady Maher, we talked about him in the pregame. He's averaging 15 a game over his last 4. He was scoreless in that first half.
And I'm sorry, Maher's mom. I kept saying Moyer because it's another one on the floor. That is Moyer, so I'm going to get it right.
Ooh, Wyatt Lewis erases that one.
Oh, my goodness. Talking to his father before the game, and at halftime, Dustin said he wasn't feeling too well the last couple of weeks. He looked like he's all right on that one, Pops. Nice block.
He can jump out of the gym.
Absolutely. Oh, offensive. That's a good call.
Luke Johnson trying to get separation. Good defense by Cooper Welsh. Who I mentioned, teams are starting to fall in love with him because of what he does defensively, but also offensively distributing the basketball. A couple of NAIA offers. They work to Good down low. Good in a double team will go to the line.
Yeah, you like to see Good keep that one up. He's so tall, but brings it down, able to create the contact. Take a look at it right here. Nice entry pass from Burton, the high-low, but he brings it down, and coaches would tell you, when you bring it down, the little guards be swiping at it every single time.
Good had 8 points in that first quarter, scoreless in the second quarter, but to Rockhurst's credit, it certainly feels like every time Good has touched it, he's had 2 defenders in the area.
You got to know where he is. He's so athletic, so strong as well, but really impressed with the way he moves his feet.
A 1-for-2 trip from the line. It's back to a 5-point game. Sullivan had 8 points in that first half, including a couple of threes. But they'd love to get this guy going, Brady Maher. Another time-consuming possession for Rockhurst.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the high school shot clock in Missouri.
Boylan able to bank it in on down low.
Yeah, kind of went away from the basket initially, thought he was going to pass it back out, able to get that layup to go.
Lewis. He was also scoreless in that first half. He loses it right to Good, though. Good fading away. Hard collision on the rebounds. Robinson the other way. Sullivan looking for a corner 3. Good pulling that in with one hand. I tell you, this place is going to get louder as the night goes on.
Absolutely.
I think I mentioned that. Well, it has been fun. This is a very healthy rivalry. And it's going to be loud to the final buzzer tonight. Freeman getting it stripped.
And Freeman just hasn't done a good job tonight of taking care of the basketball. Did hit that three before the half, but has to do a better job of protecting the basketball.
Moylan almost got it knocked away. Johnson into the hands of Maher. Still not looking for his shot yet. But his team with a 7-point lead, they haven't necessarily needed it to this point. Johnson will try. Moylan dribbles away from a double. Nice. Sullivan, good pump fake. And Good getting beat up in there after the rebound.
Well, you love to see your big showing the effort, crashing the boards, and staying with it through the contact. A nice move initially from Sullivan, just unable to get it to go, but battling with three Rockhurst players. Will Good comes out with it.
Who has the spark for Aquinas in this second half? Still looking for a bit of a rhythm offensively.
Good kick.
Burton. Cash it.
That was a nice kick out to Burton. Able to knock that one down. Let's see if that gets them jump started.
Burton has 5 points. He's a 40% three-point shooter.
Uh-oh.
And there's a quick answer from Braden Lamley.
Yeah, Lamley said, you reach, I teach. He didn't drive it. He pulled up for three.
Good.
Uh-oh.
Got position. No foul. Got his own miss. It finishes.
He definitely got hit twice going up for that dunk. No call.
Well, they have taken the fight to Will Good, but he's still in double figures tonight.
We've got to love it, playing through the contact, not complaining, just getting tougher.
Robinson. A foul on the floor.
Well, take a look at this entry pass from Lewis inside. Nice job, but watch him go up. I don't know if we didn't sit on that play, but nice job of staying with it, and he's able to finish.
He's getting tossed in the blender every time they get it to him in the paint.
Absolutely.
Backdoor for Maher. What a look.
Goodness. Oh, he thread the needle on that one, and a nice backdoor. Nice finish by Maher.
Maher's got his first basket of the night, and it comes halfway through the third quarter. Freeman. Got to take it away again. He's had a rough night.
He really has. It just looked like he's just not taking care of the basketball whatsoever. Has to get a better, tighter handle than what he's shown tonight.
Rockhurst forced 7 turnovers in that first half, and they're on that pace in this second half, too.
I love how both teams defend, though, on ball. These guys are so aggressive, and they stick to their man.
Moylan trying to get separation and a block call. That brings Lewis right back into the game, and Isaiah Freeman is going to go have a seat. Johnson.
Nice defense for St. Thomas Aquinas.
Maher almost traveled, he did.
I thought he was going to let that one fly.
Yeah, it seemed like when he stepped back, he wanted to.
Yeah.
All I don't think he was comfortable with the space he had to operate with. That caused the hesitation. Can Aquinas find a spark? They've trailed most of the way tonight.
Well, you got to go inside. I would play inside out if I'm St. Thomas Aquinas. And you can see him calling for the ball.
Lewis will try a three. Back over to Rockchurst. This isn't a team that shoots the three all that well. As a team, 33% from beyond the arc. Jake Coopersmith said it's not really part of their game. They don't shoot a lot of threes. They're going to have to find a way to start chipping away.
Yeah, he's looking at coach talking to Wyatt Lewis and, hey, man, we don't need any threes. We got to get to the bucket.
Speaking of, Sullivan.
Oh, man, nice job going around, using the pump fake, going right around good for the bucket.
Sullivan's in double digits tonight. Burton threw it away. Another turnover forced by Rockchurst.
It's just not the St. Thomas Aquinas team that you're used to seeing not taking care of the basketball, just careless turnovers.
Johnson ends up in the hands of Maher, and another block call. This is an Aquinas team that has been playing really well coming into this game. I mentioned they'd won 6 in a row. They'd topped 60 points in 3 of their last 6 games. So not only were they winning, but they were scoring really well over this 6-game stretch. But boy, Rockchurst has flipped that on its head tonight.
They really have, and both teams have been aggressive on the aggressive on the defensive side. And it's really caused, for St. Thomas Aquinas, caused them a lot of turnovers.
Sullivan, he's been good tonight. Sullivan through contacts. Lamley.
Lamley on the rollout, the rebound, he fires the three. And this is Rockchurst's biggest lead of 11.
His foot was on the line. They call it a 2. Smith trying to answer. He cannot. Another rebound for Sullivan as we work inside 40 seconds. Moylan will try.
Moylan from the corner. Great ball movement. Unselfish play. Sullivan with the assist.
Welsh needing something. The leak out. Efforts. It's a 16-point lead for Rockchurst.
Oh, man, Rockchurst has come to play in this third quarter. Great job of rebounding the basketball and pushing it out. Will St. Thomas have something 5 seconds to go in the third quarter?
Smith not going to get it off. In another dominant quarter for Rockchurst. They take a 6-point halftime lead and expand it to 16 at the end of 3.
Man, you can see the frustration on the face of St. Thomas Aquinas. They're not used to playing like they played tonight, and just uncharacteristic mistakes, careless turnovers, not taking care of the basketball. And that's really cost them against Rockchurst, who's done a great job of rebounding and getting out on the break. After that first quarter, it's been a completely different Rockchurst team.
Rockchurst not letting off the gas in that third quarter. They just kept on coming.
They're not. You take a look right here. They went on an 11-0 run in that third quarter. And our plays like this, rebound coming out, able to knock down the three, unselfish play, doing a good job of playing without the basketball to end that third quarter. And right here, hustle, run out, easy bucket. 16-point advantage for Billy Thomas's Rockchurst team over St. Thomas Aquinas. And you know they are shell-shocked. They have been playing, like you said in the open, extremely well down the stretch. Let's see if they have any fight in them as we go into this final quarter.
Deion Clisso, what are we looking for in quarter 4?
Well, the thing that's impressed me the most is the play of Kevin Sullivan, and he's really matched good point for point.
Yeah.
And really more rebounds, more active, moves outside, has hit a couple threes. He's been the difference maker, and hats off to Tom Cruz, the now AD here at Rockchurst, who tipped me off and said, keep an eye on this kid, he's a sophomore.
A jump ball, and Billy Thomas is fired up on the near sideline in front of us. His team is taking the fight to Aquinas tonight.
Yeah, I just think St. Thomas Aquinas is just over-dribbling the basketball, trying to create things one-on-one instead of moving the basketball and cutting, and Rockchurst is sitting all over that.
Rockchurst will slow down again in the half court. Lamley into the lane. Good position underneath by Eskew.
Man, Eskew did a great job of sealing good, walking them up the lane, but it was a great entry pass as well.
Lewis, tough fadeaway, will go to the line. Aquinas has only scored 11 total points since the first quarter. They actually led after the first quarter.
Man, just credit Rockchurst. Their defense has been phenomenal. Lewis knocks down that first free throw.
And it's worth mentioning that Aquinas, they don't shoot it exceptionally well from beyond the arc, which makes a potential comeback even harder. Also, Rockchurst has really protected the basketball a lot better in this second half. Robinson. Scott trapped on the baseline, gets rid of it, and Billy Thomas takes a timeout anyway. Back to a 16-point game, and thank you for watching the Hy-Vee and Pepsi High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News. Rockchurst has turned the tide since quarter 1 as they're looking to win their 6th straight game. It would be their 9th win in 11 games. And postseason play is under a month away, and it sure looks like Rockchurst looks postseason ready.
They definitely look postseason ready, and just their toughness. They're a different team without Sprout on the floor. They get up and down, and like you said, Sullivan's done a great job of bringing that effort down low that really gives them a stretch 5 who can step out and shoot it, but he can guard the 5 as well.
Out of the timeout. Tough time getting it in for Rockchurst. And Robinson couldn't handle the pass. 6:38 to go. Clock going to be the biggest factor if Aquinas wants to come back in this one. Lewis. Backdoor, good pass, but Welsh couldn't finish.
Yeah, just unfortunate. It was a nice backdoor feed, and there's Welsh with the steal.
Lewis leading the break. Lewis splitting 2 defenders.
There you go, bring it up, stepping up defensively. You're gonna need a lot more of that.
You see full court pressure being applied by Aquinas too. Robinson baseline drive. Lewis the other way, tried to cock it back, but he got fouled from behind.
Man, he was coming for it.
And they're calling that a clear path foul.
Take a look right here. Oh, he dived at him. Oh,
I mean,
he actually tripped him. He tripped himself. So I don't know if that was a clear, intentional foul as such, but he was definitely falling
Lewis misses the first free throw. An empty trip for Wyatt Lewis from the line. So Ethan Hansen just into the game picked up that foul, but Rockhurst comes away unscathed. Freeman catch and shoot on the inbound. Pretty shot.
Yeah, nice shot by Freeman. Still enough time to make a comeback, but you got to get some stops.
Maher. Efforts got it stripped and take it away.
Man, I heard that smack way up here.
Welsh all the way to the rack. Welsh muscling it up and a charge call.
That was a good job standing in there, taking the charge. I don't know if that was Robinson. Take a look right here. Oh, man. Took that one flush, too.
Yeah, Luke Johnson, no fear.
I would have moved. Definitely not getting hit that hard.
I'd have still been chasing the play. Another near turnover. A foul. Who's this one against? It looks like it's going to go against Aquinas. Much to the ire of the Aquinas fans.
Let's take a look right here. Burton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, got him on the arm. Ooh.
That knee kind of buckled awkwardly, didn't it?
Like he almost, I think his ankle definitely came down awkward.
It seems to be fine, though. Rockhurst trying to melt away clock and win their 6th game in a row. Maher. Backdoor for Hansen, blocked at the rim by Freeman.
Give it up, give it up.
Ends in the hands of Lewis. Lewis. Welsh. And a hectic possession for Aquinas. Lewis got free.
Nice. Big shot from Lewis in the corner.
And now Aquinas has cut that back to an 11-point game. And a timeout with 4:41 to go in this 4th quarter. What a block.
Oh, my goodness. Came over on the help side defense with the block. And nice ball movement, Burton. Over to Lewis, who's able to knock it down from the corner. A much-needed answer for St. Thomas Aquinas.
And I know that it was a good 2nd quarter, good 3rd quarter for Rockhurst, but in this 4th quarter, it feels like Aquinas is speeding him up again, similar to what we saw in the 1st quarter. Remember, Rockhurst turned it over 11 times in the 1st half. And here in this 4th quarter, it hasn't been as extreme, but they're being a little bit reckless with the basketball in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's kind of a turning of the tide a little bit, as we saw St. Thomas Aquinas doing that for the 2nd and 3rd quarters. So which team will do a better job of taking care of the basketball to close out this game?
More full court pressure from Aquinas. Here comes that trap. Johnson gets fouled. Loafman back on as Burton comes out. Johnson blocked again by Freeman.
Freeman playing the D. I see you, young fella.
2 blocks in this 4th quarter. Lewis trying to lob into a crowd too high for Loafman. Sullivan can't hit.
And it's one of those shots you just don't need. There's no need if you're Rockhurst to shoot a shot, a quick shot in the half-court set. Use as much clock as you can get. Man, just bad passes. My goodness.
Maher takes it away. And another turnover from Aquinas. And Welsh commits another foul at half court. Yeah, Aquinas has had opportunities. But they're not helping themselves out with the turnovers tonight. Welsh has got to come out. He's got 4 fouls now. I imagine he won't be on the bench long, though. Sullivan. He got fouled, and he will go to the line with 3:29 to go. Free throws going to be important down the stretch for Rockchurst. Sullivan, all 8 of those points came in the first half.
Free throws are so important at the end of the game to close them out. 3:25 remaining in this one. Rockchurst with a 12-point lead.
Rockchurst trying to hold off this comeback bid. And Aquinas running out of opportunities. They're going to have to start scoring the basket now if they want to climb this mountain. Lewis. Smith through the lane. Smith, tough layup.
That's a nice job by Smith, not settling for the 3. 10-point lead, 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. You got to get some pressure on the basketball if you're St. Thomas Aquinas. You can't stand back in a zone press.
Moylan. And now Maher is fouled up top. Foul situation going to be something to look at for Aquinas as Welsh heads back over the scorer's table. Remember, he's playing with 4 personals. Maher, a perfect trip from the line. And a timeout for Billy Thomas, his squad. Back up 12 after the free throws. And now just trying to work your way to the finish line if you're Rockchurst.
Well, this is where you can really still teach as a coach time, scoring, possession for your guys. Understanding, hey, we're up 12 right now. We don't need to force a shot on the offensive end. We need to take care of the basketball, make them foul us, and knock down our free throws. So many games come down to who's able to make their free throws and layups at the end of the game. For St. Thomas Aquinas, you got to try and get steals and turnovers and turn them into easy baskets if possible. Not a lot of time left in the 4th quarter, but let's see how they respond coming out.
It's been a fun one tonight, and this one should be awesome. Next Friday night, Olathe South and Olathe East on the Hy-Vee and Pepsi High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News. We had the opportunity to see Olathe South earlier in the year. They have an unbelievable 1-2 combo of Matt Corrales and Nick Anderson. And Olathe East is a strong team. It is a loaded Sunflower. That one will be a lot of fun next Friday night. Honestly, every game from here on out is big because, like we were just talking about, postseason play less than a month away. Right now, Aquinas, they've got the 5th best record on the east side of the 5A bracket. Every game important. A loss tonight for Aquinas could send them tumbling down those rankings a couple spots. Corner 3 not there.
Sullivan.
Torn down by Sullivan.
Man, he is playing big for Rockchurst.
6 rebounds tonight for Sullivan. Maher baseline. Back to 14.
Yeah, taking the baskets, those layups are good if you're Rockers, but you don't have to force a shot. Well, that one was wide open. Might as well put 2 points on the board.
Good, can't connect as we approach 2 to go in this 4th quarter. Maher, baseline, Moylan.
There you go, easy layups, put points on the board, extend the lead out.
And now Rockhurst running away. A steal and a chance to add to it. Oh, a spike by Burton.
Man, what athleticism.
Lewis a spin. Freeman in the corner.
Nice shot by Freeman.
But still a 13-point lead for Rockhurst. Jacob Coopersmith takes that timeout with 93 seconds to go in this game. And the Hawklets, they've just been impressive tonight. Again, after a messy first quarter, credit Billy Thomas for correcting the issues, and for Jacob Coopersmith, it's been an uphill climb, but you got to credit Rockhurst for what they did following that opening quarter. Definitely made the right adjustments. And they have had the counter every time Aquinas has generated really anything on the offensive end.
They really have, and you got to credit that to Coach Thomas, coaching his guys up, having those guys understand what they do well, and that's what you've seen. Guys like Sullivan, guys like Maher come out and play well on both ends of the floor. Had a little sloppy time of possession in that 4th quarter, but since then have cleaned it up, and it's the reason that they're up 13 now.
And we told you at the top of the broadcast, they're doing all this without the Michigan commit Andrew Sprague on the floor. And he was such a critical piece of this team when he was on the floor. He was averaging nearly 10 a game and 5 boards a game. I mean, he's a presence. He's going to go play football at Michigan.
Absolutely.
6'8", pushing 300 pounds.
He's a big boy. And he can move, though. He has nice feet.
A turnover. Aquinas can cut it back to 11 or 10 on this possession, but they got to go quick. Freeman blocked.
Sullivan. And you're the Rockhurst faithful saying, start the buses to the St. Thomas Aquinas fans.
They foul right in front of Coach Thomas. And he's got to be excited about what his team has done, not only tonight, but over the last 6 games, really over the last 11 games. This is going to be 9 wins in their last 11 contests. And tonight was just very balanced, right? I mean, it didn't matter who was touching the basketball. They got contributions up and down this roster.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that makes them a tough out.
I definitely believe that, and they're playing with confidence. When you got a team that's playing with confidence like Rockhurst is, they're going to be tough to beat. They don't ever feel like they're out of it at any turn. There's another turnover.
Freeman takes it right back inside of 40 seconds. Tough 2. And the Hawklets inside 30 seconds, may be able to dribble this one out. It started on the defensive side tonight for Rockhurst, but that is the staple for Billy Thomas's team. That's what he told me this week, and it sure showed up tonight on the scoreboard. Sullivan is going to dribble it out, and Rockhurst has now won 6 of their last 7 games over Aquinas, and the Hawklets are rolling with 6 straight wins.
Man, that was a great game by Rockhurst. Didn't start out the way they wanted, but the perseverance that they showed. Shout out to Sullivan for the Hawklets in the game he played, matching up head-to-head with Will Good from St. Thomas Aquinas. for Aquinas. They didn't do a great job of taking care of the basketball, which really cost them dearly in that second and third quarter.
Rockhurst jumps to 14-6 overall. They drop Aquinas back to 10-4. And the Hawklets are going to have a week to sit on this win. They're not back in action until next Saturday when they host Creighton Prep. So not only do you win your 6th straight game, but you're going to be able to sit back and get your legs back under you as well for mid-February.
Yeah, and that's big when you're getting down to the nitty-gritty where some guys are banged up, get a little bit of rest. But the confidence, again, I can't say it enough for Rockhurst coming together, banding together. And I think they're going to be a tough out for anyone who they face come state tournament time.
Again, people thought that when Andrew Sprague went out, it would deal a crushing blow to Rockhurst, but Rockhurst has won every game since Andrew Sprague went out. They've had to earn it as a team, and one of those key contributors tonight is standing by Dion Clisso.
Let's go!
I'm here with sophomore Kevin Sullivan. You were going up against Will Good, one of the best big men in the city. Second quarter, you guys really turned it on and hit the glass. That seemed to be the difference.
Yeah, we just followed the game plan and stuck to our defense. And we just long out our defense.
All right, congratulations.
An abbreviated interview with Kevin Sullivan.
Interview was like, so how'd you feel? I mean, that's all we heard over here.
Hey, we're trying to work on that private security for Dion Clisso. But a mob scene as Rockhurst has won their 6th straight game. Be back on the other side of this on Spectrum News. A 52-38 win for Rockhurst tonight in a rivalry matchup with St. Thomas Aquinas. It was a dominant second, third, and fourth quarter from Billy Thomas's team. And the Hawklets have started the year 14-6. They are red hot in the month of February. It was another fun game of the week. For Michael Watson, I am Tim Spurl. Thank you for joining us. And we will see you next Friday night on the Hy-Vee and Pepsi Game of the Week.